This is Clix on the Barbie. Join us as we talk about Clix in Australia, current heroclix happenings, and a dash of meta. Welcome to episode 3 of Clix on the Barbie. Tonight we're going to talk about a range of different things in the heroclix world, new releases, play in Australia, and some topics about Wonder Woman. I'm Ben Jones, and tonight we have Raphael Souza.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah. Hey, Raph. And also Chris Rizzi with us.
Hi there.
So we're looking forward to talking about heroclix and what people have been doing. So let's get into it. What would you like to talk about first tonight, boys?
I think I can start with my week on Clix.
Go for it.
Since last time we spoke, I think I only had the chance to play one game, I think, because during the weekend, so usually weekends, I play online. So yeah, we used to play like in-person, face-to-face game every Saturday and Sunday, me and Terry. But then I moved it a little bit far away, so we started with, and then COVID came as well, so we started doing the online games. But we consistently play every Saturday and Sunday. But this Saturday I had to play the game from our league, and I played Daring. Daring is a returning player. I think you had the chance to play with him, right, Ben? And I think we discussed it this last episode, right? He used to play Clix a while ago, and he just returned. So he knows how to play, but he's not very into the meta stuff. And then this round of the league was like super meta stuff. But it was. Go ahead. Sorry.
Give him his props for jumping in as well. So it was good to have him jump in and have a go.
Yeah, it was really nice. And this is one of the things we can discuss later. But even as a new player, I was able to kind of beat him quite quick. But he enjoyed the game and he learned a lot of things, and it was fun. We had fun. We laughed, and we chatted after the game, and this kind of thing. So I would say it was pretty good game. And then on Sunday I wasn't able to play Terry, so my only game was this one. And I played the team that we discussed it last week. So it was Valeria, scientist team Valeria, Oz, Flash, 2 Flashes, Spot, Puppet Master, and 2 Gigantas, the Prime and the other one. And the idea is basically like, and he was playing Apocalypse and Carnage, right?
Yes.
If you can see my screen on the live stuff, I can just like quickly show how was like the gameplay was basically like on the first round. I use actually I think my setup was something like this. I usually TK who gets what? No, it's the other way around. So Flash gets the octopus arm, so Valeria TK. Flash equips Oz TK. Spot equips the power gem. That's my first round. I think like I did that. He moved it up a little bit. It was something like this. Second turn, I decided to clear and see how things go. Said, okay, I'm gonna take the risk. I don't think that he can get to me. So I just cleared on second turn. And then he moved. I think move it back a little bit. either he clear or something. So I think like by the end of second round was something like Apocalypse was clear and it was no. Yeah, he cleared Apocalypse and moved this guy up here. Okay. So what I did was basically sidestep with Valeria, double perplex, spot, attack, move it, and then what? Oh, okay, yeah. Valeria was able to TK Flash up, and then we have like +2 os. Flash was able to charge and for 3 damage, and then charge flurry again for like 9 damage total. So I was able to take Carnage. Yeah. And then after that, I TK. We also I sidestep Flash, TK up, and then this guy can move 5 for free. So it's just here 2 walls plus 2 flashes, and then I can 5 spot for a free phasing teleport, and I can flurry from here. So I was just flurrying for 4 damage, 15 attack, because I think Flash copied Sinister Syndicate from Spot. So he's 12 plus the power gen and perplexes. So he was hitting for 15 for 4 damage. So this guy took some damage, and then he tried to. I think he was on his sidestep. He sidestep tried to punch me, but at this stage he failed at the attack, and I was able to finish him up in the next turn. So like basically 3 turns game. But yeah, go ahead.
One of those games that can finish off pretty quickly.
Yeah. Even if he has like a long dial guy, I was kind of like able to finish him on three turns basically. Yeah.
Spot's doing enough damage to get through. Get through the invincible and do enough damage to do that. So
because like 4 and 4 with flurry, and then this guy is doing 9 damage total with like 1 charge and 1 charge flurry. So it's just like a lot of damage and enough to kind of like finish him off. So that's my scientist team basically. That's the only game I was able to play during the week. So yeah.
Cool. Thanks for that. Right. Yeah. So so just the one game. Chris, were you able to play? Did you say?
No, I was not able to play. There was a couple train lines that were down, so there was no point in going into the city. So just stayed at home and did some housework. That's my exciting life now. Hashtag dad life.
Dad life. I like it. For myself, at my shop, they actually played on Sunday, from my understanding. I wasn't able to go myself because I had an 18th birthday party to go to for lunch with my family to go to, so we did that. But I did manage to play a game on Friday night with my friend. He came around and we played some Wonder Woman. Just played a 300-point Wonder Woman team each, building straight out of Wonder Woman. And that was really good fun. It was interesting to sort of see the Wonder Woman in play, but also...
How do you build your teams? Like, do you put all the pieces in the table and each one you draft it, and how do you do it?
Yeah, so he doesn't collect heroclix or anything like that. He just enjoys playing. Okay. And so we said, yep, let's play Wonder Woman. So we put all the heroclix in the middle, like we put all the ones I've got in the middle of the table, and he goes through and picks out the ones he likes. And so he and then starts to develop an idea of a strategy. He's starting to build that idea about knowing about theme teams and how things work together. Still learning, as we all continue to learn. But I let him pick first.
Okay.
So I don't go. Cool. I'm going to take all these really good pieces, which then makes things really interesting because he's savvy enough to pick really good pieces each time, and so then I'm going, okay, this could be an uphill battle for this game. And, but It was, yeah, it was interesting to watch how the Wonder Woman interacted. You know, we weren't playing at the super highest level, but you know, still having a lasso and moving in and freeing capping everyone was that was really nice. And yeah, and I looked to playing a bit of mind control, and also I just wanted to have the leadership there to bring in people. So I had Maxi Zeus on there and had Gorilla Grodd, so I could bring in some apes and some minotaurs for a bit of fun.
Who was your mind controller?
So I had both. I had Maxwell Lord and Doctor Psycho, and Gorilla Grodd as well. So I had three, but he took Gorilla Grodd out pretty early.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was able to roll well for Maxwell. For Maxi Zeus's leadership, and just kept on getting minotaurs coming out all the time. And yeah, probably my MVP was Strife, because she just sat back and gave all my minotaurs mystics, and that every time he hit them, he was taking damage. So that was a really interesting game.
In let me just see one thing, like the Max Zeus leadership. When Max Zeus uses it and succeeds, you may instead generate a Minotaur. Okay, but he still scores the Minotaur, right?
Yeah, but
okay.
it's a home game, and so scoring doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I think that's the it wasn't about scoring. I did at one stage go, oh, I've got one mission point because I mind control someone and they did damage, but I think that's the difference between the home games and those competitive games like that, is that it didn't matter how many minotaurs he killed, because he wasn't winning on points. It was pretty much who's going to wipe who out first.
Oh, okay. And how long does it take?
Well, I think it was probably a couple hours of play.
Okay.
Because we didn't waste any time. We sort of got straight into it. You know, first turn, we just all sort of moved up and off we went. And yeah, it was probably 2 hours, I'd say. In the end, he saw the inevitability of the situation when there was lots of minotaurs around him, and he was just taking damage from hitting them. So, and he tried to kill Strife at one stage, made the beeline. Well, we said it's good because he's learning. So I say, well, this is what I would do if it was me. I'd take her out. Of
course, yeah.
And he went for her, and I think she super sensed out of it, so that was fortunate. And then I carried her away, so he couldn't do it again. But I had to keep her in. It was just a really interesting battle, and so I found some things that are really interesting in the Wonder Woman. Even though you sort of hear, you know, it's all about super rares and the chases. It was just good fun to play with the bit lower ones. I also played on. Sorry, Chris.
Sorry, Strife.
Yeah.
So what is her big deal? Just giving mystics to other characters within 4. That's basically it, eh?
Yeah, so the standard friendly characters within 4 squares have mystics team ability.
Okay.
And because I was just creating minotaurs left, right, and center, that seemed to be, I was very fortunate. They just kept coming out, and he'd kill one or hit one, and you usually had to hit him twice to kill one. So then he'd take 2 mystics damage, and then roll again, and another one would pop out, and you'd be like, "Oh no, not again! I've got to kill another one." So
yeah, I see how you play that. Yeah.
Yeah, and as I said, it's not costing me points, because I was thinking, you could do it and pop out bystanders, but it's pretty clear standard friendly characters. So,
and in the home game, you can even use the KO'd ones to return to the game, right?
Yeah, that's right. So we didn't. If I said, that equipment, it doesn't matter if it's KO'd, because we're not playing competitively. We're just enjoying playing together.
Nice.
So,
this was your Friday, right?
Yes, that was Friday night.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And so I started thinking about Strife on the team of like Danger Room Magneto and Danger Room Sabretooth and Danger Room. So you can only hit them once. So every time, trying to see if it's actually any value anywhere. The other game I played was on Saturday morning. I played my game in the Unmeta League, and I got Jason Wingarded. So Terry managed to throw Jason across, and he mind controlled a lot of my team and took it all out. But it was good fun. It was really the first time I've ever played against Jason in that way, and
like in a high competitive game, right? So that's
I did play against him once in one game, but it was a mind control of Jean Grey.
Okay.
But he missed that mind control.
Okay.
And then I managed to come over with Punisher War Machine and shoot that Jean Grey and knock her to a last click, and so it wasn't a true representation. So, but it was really interesting to watch, and it was a pretty. It is interesting playing against Jason. You sort of sit back and watch for 10 minutes of the game as you watch all your pieces move around. Okay.
And how was the game? Like, what exactly happened? So he had, if I'm not wrong, his team is
got a Juggernaut. He's got
Jason, Dungeon Room, Magneto, 2x2 Magneto, and Mother, right?
Correct.
So he probably TK the Jason out and start the mind control chain, right?
Yeah, basically he a quick first turn with a few things he had. And he won map, so it was a nice open map. There was no blocking or anything, so I spread out as much as I could, and then and I dropped shards. So then he at least had to get in close with Jason.
And what were you playing? Sorry,
I was playing Triple Wendigos, Dark Phoenix, my team of mashup. That these are all good pieces.
A bunch of good stuff.
And see how it goes. So it wasn't. So I think it finished 195 to 25. So it didn't get totally.
He was able
out.
to mind control like Dark Phoenix and then shoot with Dark Phoenixes, right?
Yeah. So it was sort of he had to start slow because he couldn't get the range at first. He had to get rid of shard. So he used a few things like I'll mind control this Wendigo and move over and take out shard. So that then started to give him a bit more range, and he could start mind controlling around from there.
Yeah.
Was really interesting to watch.
Yeah, that's my thing about Jason. That's why I don't kind of like Jason. It's so boring, right? To even if when I'm playing Jason, I don't feel good, like.
I don't know if it was my style either, but it is a thing, and it's really really good.
Because you kind of like have to, I don't know, like looks like you are taking so much time off the game, just playing yourself. But it's not like in a bad intention, like because Terry he plays quite fast, right? So he's not slowing down the game, but Jason is slow, so
it's about preparing for things, and
that
was one I probably hadn't prepared for a lot. And because I hadn't played, and again, I think that's probably just part of where we're at. I've never seen a Jason, just haven't played it. So, but that's okay. And I knew my team had strengths and weaknesses, and if he missed some of those, I would have been fine. I would have been Wendigo all over him.
Yeah. Right.
So that was my play for this week. I'm hoping on Thursday night. Another friend who I play against, he's put the challenge out for a 500 point 2-character game. So that's our game on Thursday night. So it's a 500 point, but you can only have 2 characters in your team.
Think you can fit a Galactus, right?
That's right. So I know that his team will be. He's already told me, and his team is going to be Superman, God of Strength, and also
that's a good piece.
And also the Doomsday from the LE Doomsday, the last one.
Okay,
which is also a very nice piece. So looking forward to playing that. I think I'm going to go with Superman Prime and Gauntlet Black Panther at 250 each. So it will be interesting to see how that goes down.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'll report on that one next time we catch up, because I think that one will be an interesting battle. I don't know if it will be a long, but it'll be a furious battle.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, so next, that's our gameplay. I know at our shop I'm pretty sure they played, and I'll try to find out about what they did. And the next thing that we've got happening at our shop is our seal for Wonder Woman on June the 6th. So looking forward to that event as well. So
Yeah. Just taking the opportunity, talking about the shop where you play. How do you guys, and this question is for Chris as well, accommodate like the various players? I mean, because the players might want to play different stuff, right? And for example, I remember Chris saying that if you play too much, I don't know, meta stuff, there are players that don't like it. So, but there are others that might like it. So, do you guys try to kind of like make a mix of everything, or do you play more one thing than the other thing just to have everything running in the shop?
Well, for the stuff that I do, I try to find some sort of character that I want to build around, and it also kind of lends me to, if I'm playing in one of the league games, or back when I was playing URAF, it was seeing what I can play against my guys with. But I want since I pay money for the big super rares and cases, that's kind of what I want to play and build around. Right. So I mean, I try to Highlander myself, to make it a theme team, to kind of put myself into a box that it is meta, but I'm not bringing out a Dark Phoenix with Mr. Oz and Superman Prime and all that. I'm not trying to bring all those pieces that are big meta pieces into one big team. I just want to make a theme team that I think might work, and then go from there is pretty much it.
But how they store so when it's an event, right? So they store like either if you participate or not in the organization of this event. So how do you guys plan the event? It's like always 300 modern, or there's like variations to all the tastes? That's basically what I want to know.
Oh, okay.
You know, like from the organization of the event. So do you always try to change the theme of the event to accommodate to all the players, or you know?
So the different formats that we might play in our shops.
Right.
Oh, okay, so that's what he meant. Yep. That's okay. Usually, I hate to say it, but it's usually me that comes up with the event.
Okay.
So just to make it streamlined, I say 300 points, theme team.
Okay, cool.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Because that's or
fine.
Make it modern, or make it Silver Age.
This works good for works good for your group, right? I mean,
yeah.
Okay, good.
But I mean, I do throw it out there, like, what would you guys want to play? And usually I get crickets pretty much, so no one will say anything. So I'm like, okay. Well, we're gonna do a 300 point. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
What happened at a previous location that I played at in Edmonton, from where I'm from, is whoever won. We played on Monday night. Whoever won the Monday night, they would get to choose the stipulation for the next Monday night.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
So then you'd have people that would come up and say, okay, well, we're going to make it zombie Clix. So you start at the back end, you go forward.
Nice.
And just each player, whoever won, would get that chance to make it. So
cool. That's interesting.
Yeah. I think that's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
That shows a pretty strong heroclix community as well. That one that's catching up every Monday night.
Yeah, well, back in Edmonton, we had 4 stores that had weekly events. So we had Monday nights at the Adventurers Guild. Friday night at Happy Harbor, Saturday at Warp 1, and then Sundays at Quantum. I
Nice.
mean, we had a player base of about 30 people.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd say love
At the
that.
height, we had 30 to 40. But at the low points, you only had maybe 10 because life gets in the way, right? So,
Definitely.
yeah. But it was great back in the heyday, that's for sure.
And for you, Ben, how does it work for you?
So at our shop at the moment, we are generally just doing 300 point. We don't sort of call it modern because we are still building our group. We have a few of us who've played heroclix for many years, but we're trying to get new people in to play, which is an interesting thing. How do you bring new people into the game when it's not a highly advertised game? And whenever I introduce it to my kids at school and they go home and talk to their parents, and their parents talk to me and they sort of say, I've never heard of this game. And I said, that makes sense why you've never heard of this game. And I wish it was advertised more. I don't know. But with our group, so we generally do 300 point. It's open to, everyone's. I try for myself to bring a team that isn't super strong. I don't know if that sounds right. I don't want to bring in.
You don't want to turn people off.
Yeah, that's right. I don't want to bring in two Dark Phoenixes and go, right, let's play, and then go bang bang, aha, you're dead, turn 2. I want to encourage people and help people to learn how to play, so then we can build our player base. So we just generally go 300 point, and I build in a modern way with modern sets because I just want to use these new characters I'm getting. But it's generally rares and down. Throw in a few super rares at times.
Okay.
I know that I guess I'm fortunate I can play other games throughout the week and have a chance to use those other pieces. So it's because I do like playing, I like Roll20 fixes, something that I need to have, like to play some high level games and just play different people around the world. I still just like sitting at the table and rolling the map out and moving the figures around, and that's what's really important.
And you know what? Like, I was planning to go to play at Galaxy this Sunday, and I just realized I don't have the pieces to play. I was playing online for so long that I forgot to buy stuff, and then I was like, okay, so I don't have my team, so I'm playing something that I don't have any of the pieces. I started digging my stuff. I said, oh, okay, what now? I have to build something else,
And yeah, I found that too. I've started to build with things I don't have online, and then I go, oh no, I haven't actually got that to play with. So I tend to sort of try to go back to my collection and look at what I've got. We have sealeds as well. Usually, when a new set's been dropping, is something that we've been doing. So that gives a bit of access point for people to come in because it's generally pretty even field.
Yep. And you know what Brandon suggested today, like I was chatting with him like over Facebook, and he suggested something that I thought it was really cool. It's like, let's say you were planning like for a 300 modern game, right? And you, as an experienced player, you bring your top quality stuff, right? What a suggestion that he gave was, if you're playing someone that is newer in the game than you, like, or a newbie, or someone that is starting the game, you give the chance to that person to play your team. You say, do you want to play my team? And I play yours. And I thought that was interesting, right? That was really interesting. You said, oh, okay, you want to play my team. That's okay. Because the person will learn like new stuff, and he will have the chances to play like 2 Dark Phoenixes, as you said, like, and you will have to play with the team that he built, like, I thought it was interesting.
I think I always, I think I like the challenge of trying to win without the strongest team, if that makes sense. I do enjoy, so I'm more than happy to go with. I can't even think of anything off the top of my head, but I think last time I played was
you have to go with
four pieces.
Nimrod, right?
Yeah,
for example.
So playing Nimrod at Nationals last year was because, or the other year was because it was something different, and it just felt, it was an interesting piece to play.
You see.
So, and yes, we have done a 500 points build a team, which then just I found opens up so much that you can build, and that's good fun too. So I look forward to throwing different formats around once we start to get a really consistent player base.
Okay, cool. That was just my curiosity around the formats that you guys play. Because I feel that most of the times, like what we have here is just different formats, not the 300 modern stuff, but it looks like that it's more related to the player base, as you said, like new players don't want to compete against you put some people off probably, so this kind of thing.
In a game where we're trying to get people to come and play something that's not well known, if we beat them up the first time, they may not come back. Some do. I've got one of the guys that comes and plays. He has never won a game, and he has. I think he scored some points, and he just keeps coming back. I would love to see him get a win under his belt. But usually we get to fellowship for him because we want him to keep coming back and keep on playing, and he will eventually win. And he's got some amazing pieces. He just doesn't manage to put together. So I think it depends on the community you're working with. True. If you came, Raf, to our shop with a 300 point, when we had a 300 point game, you came with Dark Phoenix and stuff, it wouldn't be a hassle.
Okay,
we wouldn't mind.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
There's always there's always one of those things to sort of go, well, cool, that's what it looks like.
It's more players, right? I always think about like it's another person to play with different stuff. That's my thought. Like I never want to put anyone off like the game. I just want to bring new stuff for people to see how it plays and if they like that kind of stuff as well. So maybe they don't like it, said, that sucks. But next week, let's play something different, right? But I don't like this style. But at least give the people the option to see how that feels, right? So that's.
There's a part about bringing it, and then everyone goes, "Oh, that was really powerful. I better up my power, and I better up my game." Or going, "Oh, I didn't really enjoy that." So it depends on your crew, I guess, the people you got playing.
True.
I'm not having a go, but I remember the Nationals 2019. It was the night before we were playing. It was me and Raph against Dave and Chris. I'm pretty sure you almost made Chris quit. Because what were you playing? You were playing Hulk, and I had Red Leader.
I think it was the Hulk Cora stuff, right? Yeah.
But just playing that team, it was like, okay, this is a little too much.
Well,
it was funny, but you're allowed to have those kind of moments.
Yeah, that in the end, like, didn't felt really well, right? So that you have that feeling. So it didn't went well, right? We had the idea, said, okay, that's gonna be fun, but we didn't. I don't think it was different levels of fun, like in the end, it wasn't fun. It was not fun at all because we were able to kind of like kill the team in one turn. That was zero fun, right? So, but it was not.
I think. Yeah, there was no hard feelings about it. It was just,
exactly. Like I mean, it doesn't. Kind of like I won't do that again. So
I think that's
a learning thing.
Yeah, it's part of the thing. That's what I'm saying. So like basically, like just open up for stuff you bring stuff, said, oh, this is not working with this community, right? So let me stop doing this, and like I will adjust, to the group. So I think that's like a learning process of adjusting to your group, basically, I think.
No, that's good.
Yep.
I just remember that game, and it was just bad.
Yeah.
Like, I felt bad for Chris and Dave. Dave did good because he had that juggernaut that was able to run through everything and keep away. But
and he was still in the game. He was still in the game. He was like, oh, no, I can keep going. And he was like juggernaut 300 points. And he gave us like some hard time, like with juggernaut.
Yes,
like we had like 10 pieces. We could not put juggernaut down. So
no, he was pretty good, that juggernaut.
Yeah.
So
it was kind of fun, but not fun.
It's always hard when your team gets just
it was fun in a morbid way.
Yeah.
I think that's something I learned that when I came to my first Nats or second Nats. We played in the teams event as well, and we just sort of brought a really nice team of, here's some policemen, and we might try to do some capturing, and we just got obliterated. And then so next year we came back a little bit stronger, and we're much more experienced. And then we're going to bring this team here, which had 2 Nick Furies on it, and things like that. So we learned from that. You learn.
Yeah, no, that's right.
So I'm going to ask a question of, have you guys got any Wonder Woman yet?
Not here. Nope.
I haven't got any in Melbourne yet. However, I did buy into a couple case breaks that happen over in the States with Glass Cabinet Hobbies.
Nice.
And I bought into 7 case breaks. You can only buy 3 boosters at a time. And I think I pulled pretty good for what he pulled. So I enjoyed it.
Excellent. Yeah. So they'll get to you sometime soon. What was the cherries out of there?
I was able to get a King Shazam.
Nice.
Which was pretty cool. And also Commissioner.
The Commissioner. That's a very nice piece.
That's nice. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find the rest of the Secret 6, and he doesn't have many of them, but I wouldn't mind a couple Scarabs, but we'll have to see if anyone's willing to sell any around Australia, I think.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, I know it will. Then I can't remember some of the super rares that he pulled for me. Hades, Firstborn, Grail, and I think an Ares is what he pulled for me. For super rares, and then you get a whole bunch of commons and uncommons.
But no, that's a reasonable sounding amount of super rares, and some good ones. So and you got to be happy with Commissioner and King Shazam. 2 chases is nice.
Yep, I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, so I got a case of Wonder Woman weeks ago now myself. I managed to pull a Donna Troy Prime, which she's an interesting piece. I got 4 super rares in my case, so I was a bit bummed by that, I guess. 4, usually getting 5 or 6, but I did get all the 3 Wonder Women with the equipment. So I got the sword, I got the bracelets, and I got the armor. And I also got Chip. So he's a great person to do my moving around.
All right.
Got Jessica Cruz chase and also a Scarab chase. So
how much money you want for the Scarab chase?
At this stage,
come on, Ben.
No, it's like I'll definitely have to hold on to it. Just because
I know
it's a piece that will come in handy, I'm sure. And that's the interesting thing. I'm thinking now. I was happy to have all the equipment, and and have Scarab. So it was a case that was like, I'm not sure if I was happy or unhappy with it. I wanted one. If I had one more super rare, it would have been perfect, I think, because getting the equipment was really nice. I actually went to the shop on Friday and grabbed another 2 packs of Wonder Woman, and managed to pull another Wonder Woman with the armor. So I do have a swap of that one at some stage for anyone. So that was my experience in.
I have 2 cases I think on pre-order, but didn't receive yet. So
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Ben. You bought yours with Anthony, correct?
So no, I buy mine with Alan. So,
Alan, sorry, yep.
Yeah.
Now, when you guys pulled, did you guys pull the same case, or was it different?
No, so his case, yeah. So that I'm trying to think, has that happened before? We've pulled similar cases. So usually when a new set comes out, both Alan and myself will get a case each, and then we'll sit there, open them together. We open 2 boosters and usually have some sealed games against each other to test pieces out straight away.
Yep.
This time, we've been pretty fortunate over time. We've done it for many years now. I remember we sat and opened Harley Quinn, I reckon it was, and I pulled a Flash God of Death, and he pulled a Flash God of Death and a Batman God of Knowledge in that one. I was like, he got 2 chase. Anyway, so we got different cases. So he got a Commissioner. He also got Donna Troy for his chases. And he got Chip, but I don't think he got any of the Wonder Woman that I got in his, and he got 5 super rares in his case. So there was a part of me that was going, I should have just kept both cases to myself.
Yeah. Did you guys get any Flash?
I think Alan got a Flash.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn it. I'm looking for 2 Flashes, so I need to do my scientist thing. So I need...
For the Flash, the super rares or the chase?
The super rares. Is it the super rares, the one that can turn Clix like one? Yeah, super rare. So I'm looking for 2 of those. Not going to be easy to find. And like Throwing Toad has basically nothing in stock. So it's really, it's hard to find stuff now.
Yeah. I know I've probably got a few more packs up my sleeve that I'll be buying, but in the end, if I don't get them, I won't be getting them I won't be rushing to get them. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, so we had Future Foundation come out it'd be 3 weeks ago now, and it was me, Hang, and Dave, 2 local players. We each got a case. Now, what those cases had were pretty much all the same chases, all the same super rares, but there were just a couple that were different. So I got an extra chase, which was a Dr. Thing and a Prisoner. Dave and Hang just got the Prisoner of Planet Doom or whatever it is. But then we all had the same super rares, and the only difference was a couple rares were different. So that's what our 3 cases were. Almost exactly the same.
Yeah, and I think we had that with Future. We had similar, like when Al and I both got our cases, we both got Prisoner of Planet Doom.
Okay, so that was an Australia-wide thing then.
Yeah, I think it must have been and I think he has pulled another Prisoner since, maybe. I'm trying to think, and I brought a case of Future Foundations, and I think I only got Prisoner. I only got the 1 chase in mine. I was like, but I think that was right. I went and one Friday night after work, I was like, no, I want some more heroclix. So I went and brought another case of Future Foundations. Yeah. They only had bricks though, so they sold me 2 bricks, and those bricks were pretty much identical. Came away with 2 Blackbeards, 3 what's the Fearmonger? I can't remember what his name is. The guy who's got the little control panel.
Psycho Man.
Yeah, Psycho Man. So yeah, there was 2 Blackbeards. So this in those 2 Blackbeards, 3 Psycho Men, a Silver Surfer, which was great, and 2 Lord Dooms. I was like,
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah, so it was so it was nice to have a Lord Doom, but then I just had to wait for.
Nice. Did you have the chance to talk to your store about the Nationals?
I haven't had a chance yet to talk to them.
That's fine.
So that's on my agenda to talk about. But
okay.
I actually went in there Friday and sort of said, "Hey, is some of the bosses around the place?" He goes, "No, they're all out at the moment." So I said, "I'd like to talk to you about Nationals." And the guy behind the counter, he was interested, but he said, "I can't do anything about that. I'm just one of the lackeys." So
okay, yeah, because like probably like the guys in your store will be interested, but I also heard about like there's sort of a friend in Victoria that runs a store, and he said like, oh look, if you want to run one of my stores, that's fine as well. So I mean he was open to, he offered his stores, but I think like it's not like handy for us. Like I think like you already play in your store, so we have stores here in Sydney. I mean we just need to get someone to get in contact with the guys to see how if it's possible, right? For us.
Which store are you talking in Victoria?
Yeah, there's a store that calls Goof, G-U-F. Have you heard about this one?
Guff.
Guff. Yeah. So the guy, the owner name's Mark, and he's my friend. I mean, because like we met over the internet back when I had like my website about like board games and stuff. And he said, "Oh, I can work as a point of contact for you. I can contact the guys if you need to. You can use one of my stores. I think there are like 4 stores around like the Bendigo and the other 3 stores.
Yeah, Ballarat, Werribee, Geelong.
Yep. And he said like, feel free to use my space. Like I can contact.
Bendigo,
But again, I mean Ben will probably be much more helpful, organizing with the guys locally. So it's just that we have an option if we need to.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've certainly.
I've been to his store in Geelong. I think.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
maybe even the one in Bendigo.
Try to meet him. Ask for Mark. See if he is around. So he's really a nice guy.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll definitely be investigating that. I was listening to, I think it was Clix stuff when they were talking about Howard Brock and that. Here at WizKids probably isn't mobile enough this year for like events. It was interesting listening to. So it'd be getting together to play heroclix for nationals, but I don't know about prize support. And that's the thing I always think about. We always like to get some goodies when we go to nationals. So that's something I will investigate.
We want to, but I don't think that's gonna be like the only reason why you go to Nets, right? It's nice, but it's not the only reason why. So we don't need to exaggerate on the prices or stuff. Like just have like the minimum for run an event and like we want to get together and have some games and that's it. So
yeah, so that's something I'm going to investigate over probably next month or so.
Yep. Okay.
As we head, and I'm thinking, if anything, it wouldn't be any earlier than probably November. So
yeah, of course, yeah. But things are taking so long to get anywhere that we might need to import like this month,
Yeah, that's
to
right.
get by November. Anyway.
Yeah, so, so it's certainly something that's been discussed around having our nationals. I guess it's interesting that we have to sort of organise our own nationals rather than something that WizKids organise for us. We're sort of like going, cool, well, what are we going to do? And that's why I want to talk to my shop and see, well, do they get in contact with WizKids or is that something that I'll need to sort of start brokering as well? And they might say, well, we're not doing anything about nationals, but if you guys want to have something, go for it. I know we had our not nationals the other year. Yeah. Have
you guys noticed the Italian heroclix group? they seem to be getting con exclusives somehow.
Yeah.
Because they came out with a couple pictures of the Master Mold.
Yeah.
There were 2 new con exclusives for Marvel, which I had never saw before. One looks like a Spider-Man robot.
Yep.
And the other one I can't remember where I saw that picture, but
I'm not sure if that was Italia. I'm pretty sure there was something in Spanish written, like in the sign behind. I'm quite sure I saw some sign in Spanish. I'll try to find that stuff as well.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was Italia that it came from, but
yeah, I think like in the end it was like Mexico or something. But yeah, that's.
I'm not sure if I put a picture up for it anywhere. Or...
I'll try to find that one, and you see if that's the one that we are talking about. So I think because I even commented on that topic.
Oh, did you?
I did, because I realized the guys were quite frustrated that WizKids was sending like stuff to a country that was not United States, and I was like, why you're getting so upset that you're not sending stuff to United States?
Yeah, why are the United States second in line? Oh my god. That is so tough being America.
Yeah.
Hashtag first world problems.
Yeah, okay. I think I
remember seeing it through the week as well.
Have a look. Let me know if you can see my screen. If that's the one you're talking about. Is that the picture?
I can't see your screen.
You cannot see?
I can.
No.
Yep, that's the one.
Is that the one, right?
Yeah, so it's got Master Mold. It's got the Abominus, the Justice League.
Yeah.
What was it? Fulcrum Abominus. And
Cosmic Ghost Rider and Thanos, right? Yeah, because I can see the sign here in the back. It says like "Favor avisar el dependiente, gracias." So it's like some Spanish stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so someone's getting stuff here because it's got the Grodd there and the Plastic Man and the Lexiac.
So this could be our stuff for nationals, right?
Yeah, if we can find it.
Yeah.
Where do we find it? That's the thing, is when find it. It's like, I was thinking, how do we get this stuff?
And when we actually have nationals here, if we ever do, we have to make sure that we order in extra bricks of whatever recent set there is to make sure that we have stuff to play with. I believe that was a problem with Good Games Hurstville, is they didn't have any extra boosters around.
Yeah, that's true.
So. And I know my shop would do that. I think we're up to buying. I think they buy 6 cases at the moment as it is. That's because I get one and Alan gets one, and then invariably we go back and buy another one each. And then by the time you have it sealed and you have some stock on the shelf, so they'd be more than happy to get as much as we needed for that. I would say.
Yeah, if you're doing a nationals event, I'd say you'd want at least 15 cases. I would say.
Yeah.
At least, because if you're running battle royals and win prizes, then I would say that would have to be it. I think.
Yeah. So it'd be and making and I look and go the upcoming sets where we've got Rise and Fall. What's that? That's coming out in June. June 30th.
Do you want to touch on the news of it coming out, because they've shown all the sculpts.
So let's talk about Rise and Fall and the X-Men, the new X-Men set. I like it, or as you've dubbed it, the X-Men RAF set.
RAF, Rise and Fall.
RAF X-Men.
Yeah, RAF X-Men.
RAF X-Men, that's cool. I like this one. Yep.
So
we know you would, RAF.
So Ben can see my screen. Well, what you can see here? Tell me what figures can you see on my screen?
Okay, so I can see so they're showing. There was a picture that came with the Mystique. It looks like Angel, Apocalypse. It shows the Sentinel, the Brood Warrior, the Madrox, a Hellfire Guard, Blink, which is cool to have Blink back in the game, and it looks like
Let me move to another one as well.
Okay. So I went right
Chris.
off the WizKids
Okay.
webpage.
I can go
since
that
I'm not banned from the actual webpage. And
where are you looking at, Chris? Let me know what you can see in your screen. The big banner?
WizKids.
No, the big banner.
Yeah,
The poster.
Just hold on a second. I'll send it to you.
No, just want to know which one are you looking at? Like, I mean, the poster? If you're looking at the poster, I can show the poster here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the poster.
Okay, the poster. Yeah.
I just sent it in the ideas thing.
That's
so
fine.
What they have is they're doing 2 rare primes and 2 super rare primes, which I think is pretty interesting.
Okay, yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's a mimic.
What's actually really cool is you got the Omega Red. They got 2 of them, so I'm guessing one would have to be. I'm actually not even sure what the extra Omega Red is from.
Yeah, the first one is obviously the normal one will be the normal Omega Red, but the other one's with this black and orange uniform.
Yeah, so it would have to be probably some sort of Department H thing, I think.
Yeah.
No, I can see the next one you have
is Beast and Dark Beast. So that's pretty common, I would say.
That's a pretty easy prime, isn't it?
Yep.
I do like the fact that the sculpts are they're pretty similar. Yep.
Yeah. Then you got Gladiator and Emperor Gladiator.
And they're gonna be some powerful heroclix.
I would say so.
And then you've got the mimics.
Yeah, both mimics. So it looks like the second mimic is the costume looks familiar, but I just can't picture where it's from. I should know that, but
it's been a while since I've read X-Men. I tried to get into the how the Sword of X thing, but just couldn't get into it. But yeah, so I was actually really interested in the chasers. They look really intriguing.
Yep.
And for some reason, I really like the Dupool one. I think they're just a cross of Deadpool and Dupe. It sounds really funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and so and that was from the Warp World, wasn't it? I think more a fold of the universe. Yep. So anything that stands out for you? So the primes stand out as that there'll still be 4 primes, but 2 of them are super rares and 2 of them are rares.
Yeah, that's interesting. What I'm finding interesting also is the sculpt reuse. So there's not much of it. You got the Colossus, which I think is from Uncanny X-Men. The Sentinel, I think it's from Chaos War. There's another one in here. The Malice. That Malice is from Uncanny X-Men. So there are a couple that are used previously, but it's actually not bad. I don't think.
I'm looking at the sculpts and thinking, actually liking a lot of them and how they're looking.
Yeah.
From Malice.
Malice, she is 2, 3, 4, 5 rows down. Right beside Exodus.
1, 2, 3,
right on the end.
4, 5. Well, the one that starts with Iceman?
Oh, yep. Yes, I can see it. Yep.
Okay.
And she's right at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, that Malice is from Uncanny X-Men. Because I've had, I believe she was a prime in that one. Also,
I think I also saw Silver Samurai. Pretty much looks like this one, Silver Samurai. It was convention exclusive, if I'm not wrong. It's pretty similar to that one that we had already.
Okay.
But he does look pretty good, though. I like the look of that Silver Samurai.
Yeah.
I have to say, I like the look of the bases that they're doing now. Like they're standing on an actual platform. It's a lot better than just gluing them to the Oreo base and saying, "There you go."
Yeah, having a bit of either land
terrain.
or the Wolverine.
That Kid Gladiator wants to be broken, right? That's the figure that it's definitely going to be broken in your in your booster.
That Kid Gladiator, if it just had the I-beams, that would be from the previous, not the X-Men Xavier School. Xavier School. That's what that Kid Gladiator is from.
No, Mystic is pretty standard sculpture as well. Looks like others that I saw already. I don't know.
Yeah, but I do like these. They are really cool.
Yeah,
I would say
really they're looking really nice. For myself, I think as I look through them, I'm excited for interesting things like Dakin or Dakin. So add a bit more to that Wolverine story. Yeah, he's and also Warstar. I haven't seen Warstar for a long time.
That's Uncanny X-Men.
And so that's. That one's I'm excited by that because I think I played him a lot because he was just cool. The Angel looks really good. Probably a super rare Angel with his wings out looks really good.
Do you think Blink will be able to phase in teleport?
You would have to.
Being a favorite character of many people, I'm sure they'll give her some really nice stuff. There's things I'm going like, do we need another Corsair? We just had Corsair in the set. There's a few I'm going, do we need some of those? Because we just had them. But I guess we, doubled up on Fantastic Four just recently.
Yeah. But you got to see the name themes that are going to be here because you got the outer space stuff, which is cool. You got the Hellfire because you got Hellfire Club Guard, Sebastian Shaw. Where's the other one?
Have a look.
Yeah, there's another one here that I missed. But then you also have the Morlocks, which I think is a pretty good storyline. Like Callisto, Arclight was part of that whole
the Marauders
and stuff. Yep. So they got a good combination of stuff, I think.
We just had an Apocalypse as well, so not sure we need another one, right?
Well, I mean, they've gone for what 5 sets without an Apocalypse.
No, I think I'm happy to
get more Apocalypse.
Yeah, I think I agree. It's do I need another Wolverine?
Yeah.
Look, and I'm a big Wolverine fan. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to. We need another one. But hey, you put him in a set because it's Wolverine, and you can't really have an X-Men set without Wolverine.
Yeah, I'm just happy there's one Cyclops.
Yeah, and he doesn't look great. If you ask me, he looks pretty.
Just average. Yeah.
Long shot would be another interesting one, I think. A bit of probability control with him. I'm looking forward to see what they do, especially with their new mechanics. So I think this one has the rally mechanic in it as well. So
yeah, it seems pretty confusing, but maybe we get used to it.
And I remember the first time ID cards come out, I had no idea how they worked.
Oh yeah,
I certainly went my way around them. The Ken's a new character that I don't think we've ever had Clix before.
Hey, look, to be honest, like I think up until 2019, Terry didn't know how to make the ID cards to disappear. And I was the one teaching him, like, you have to like sidestep out of the 6 squares and they disappear. And he was like, oh, that's interesting,
Yeah, and so it's I think adding in new mechanics is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think was it the Future Foundation one? They just seemed to shove as much in as they could.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to see how it changed, and we need that continual change to the game.
But there are new guys that can be called in here. Like if they don't ban the IG cards, we have Cyclops, Magneto, like stuff, Colossus that we all have IG cards to call in. Wolverine and stuff. So it's going to be interesting for the Silver Age stuff.
Yeah, for Silver Age.
Yep.
Yeah, that's if whatever you're playing allows it, right? So, yeah.
I think from looking at some of the Scott Porter ones, and they just banned ID cards straight out. I just think that's probably going to be the case in many places. I just think that'll be the way it'll go. It looks like a really viable set. Lots of really good looking pieces, and it'll be interesting in, I guess, the next month. They'll start releasing previews, more previews with what things can do. So I'm looking forward to seeing those. Yeah, and I'll definitely be getting a case of this one.
Oh yeah, of course.
So what do you guys think of the Avengers Fantastic Four Empire?
I have been starting to get into looking at the Empire, and I think again they look really cool. They're really doing an excellent job on the sculpt. So I was looking at that, Deadpool holding his shark. It looks like a Beast Sorcerer Supreme. I think there's one. One of the pictures I'm looking at, it's got it looks like a Dr. Doom on it and an Ultron. So
Ultron. Believe that is Invincible Doom.
So
then that Hulkling, I think, who's Emperor Hulkling, I think is what his name is now.
Yes. I can't remember what his name is. But as I start I had some trepidation when they said we're going to make the heroclix a little bit bigger. The price is going up. I'm starting to see that in the 1-on-1 set and these next sets, because I looked in Future Foundation and thought, they're a little bit bigger. They're not that much more dynamic, but these are starting to look really nice sculpts.
Yeah,
I can see.
And the good thing about this is you're getting even more crossover, because you have stuff like Storm and Jean Grey being in the Empire. You got a Venom Rogue, which I can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
It looks crazy, doesn't it?
I love my Venoms. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got more Skrulls coming, which is pretty cool.
And
you have an X-Men Skrull and a Captain America Skrull.
What sort of keywords do you think that's going to prevail? Like, apart from X-Men, right?
Yeah. Well, it's going to start to mix some things in. So, like, there's the Wolverine. And he's got a Shield costume on, so then you're going to have a Wolverine agent of Shield. So that gives obviously be Soldier, and then once you become Soldier, well then Spider-Man family can kick in with 1776. I think with Empire, you've got Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Avengers. So all those keywords will start to come up as well. Looks like we'll get some new scrolls, so along with like the Captain America and those. It looks like,
and the X-Men Super Skrull.
Yeah, and so they can only become more powerful. I think play the Super Skrull team. And
what about more captains and sidekicks, and also the mission points stuff? Do you think that they will release more stuff on that one?
I think they
need to. The way that it's reading on one of these cards is recurring mechanics is Captain's Sidekicks, Mission Points, and Rally. So
the Rally.
Yeah.
So I think
extra collectibles, legacy cards, objects, and team up cards. So that's their new design philosophy, I guess. Which is cool. Yeah, and I just noticed that there's an X-23 Venom.
Wow,
that's going to be cool.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. X-23 Venom. Nice. I was just looking through and seeing that Thor, it looks like.
Yeah.
So looks like there's a Thor, Herald Thor, is it?
Herald of Galactus story, yeah.
Yeah. So there's going to be some nice, strong pieces, good fun pieces to play. And I think for the mission points, they do need to have some more, because I've had a look at that and I just don't think you can do any winning with that at the moment,
not
as
now.
it is.
Yep.
Even if you combine, I was looking at the mind control one and going, cool, I can, but it's only once per turn. You can score points, and so I think your best bet is probably Ares.
With if you keep going over, you have, it shows characters for mission points. You have the Queen of Atlantis, Uatu, the Fantastic Four robot, but then you also got Ultron, and you have Gamora.
Yeah, that's
from when she chopped off Thanos' head, and then created that combined universe or whatever it was. So that's gonna be interesting to see what happens with them.
And you sort of look at those pieces, and so they're putting it there with mission points. So there are going to be some mission points happening around the place.
Yep.
So, that's better. So, it's something I want to try out, mission points at some stage, but I'm not sure how. I've looked at Navarro, I've looked at Sue Riches. I just think it's a combination of them. You need to have at least 2 or 3 in there and be scoring points like through through a Uatu, and mind controlling people, and having Herbie on there and people. Yeah, I can't work out how to work it yet. Still don't know if it's viable. Anyway, but yeah, it looks like they both look like really good sets. So Empire, it sounds like it's coming out at the end of September, and Rise and Fall was at the end of June.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So I think that's probably excellent. Well, boys, it's been a pretty good discussion tonight.
Yeah,
agreed.
And we've always can keep some things in for reserve for next time, but I've really enjoyed talking about our games, talking about what we can do for nationals and the new set. So it's been really enjoyable. So thank you very much for joining us.
Let's just leave a message here to Bobby that didn't join us, so just to see if he's listening to the end of the show. So.
Yeah. What do you want to say to Bobby?
Join us.
Maybe
Bobby.
next time we'll see him.
Yeah. That's the second one without him. So if third strike, he's out.
That's harsh, right? That's harsh. We look forward to it.
I thought it could be something like what happens on Jimmy Kimmel, where they always say, "Oh, sorry, we ran out of time for Matt Damon. Maybe we'll get to him next week."
Yeah,
we'll try to bring him in next week. See if we have time.
Yep. Cool. Okay, so it's just a secret message, just to make sure that he's listening to the end. So.
Well, I hope he's listening.
Yep.
So thank you very much for joining us in our discussion about heroclix in Australia and around the place. And we hope you have a great week and enjoy everything that you guys do. So any final words from you boys?
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yep. Keep your sticks on the ice.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd like to see more sixes. Okay. And so thanks very much. Cool.
Thanks.
Done.
Bye.
Thank you.